Anyone who still doesn't know or understand what Agenda 2030 is, they ought to get acquainted with it real quick, or it's going to smack them in the face. Or, I don't know, they've developed learned helplessness. They'll enjoy getting slapped in the face, and they love being pissed on, pissing down our backs, and they're not even bothering to pretend to tell you it's raining. It's just, sir, I feel cold and yucky. Please stop peeing on me. No, yeah, I'm peeing on you. I'm peeing on your life. It's a boot stomping on a human face forever, and then peeing on it. So George Orwell, 1984, plus P. And yes, they love to put us. I mean, they love to put their own through humiliation rituals. They're obviously going to do the same to us. Yes, another one of them so-called conspiracy theorists coming true. One of the many things we warned would come next after the scam, to go alongside with the digital ID and the CBDC, is of course carbon credits. It's a massive part of Agenda 2030 to stop us from eating red meat. We need to ration how much people are allowed to have. We're not having red meat for dinner. It's not your birthday. Go get on all fours like the dirty little peasant you are, off to your little piggy trench and, yeah, gulp up all that new, beautiful insect goop. It's nice and buggy and crunchy and chemically and full of chitin and other goodies. So some banks are actively measuring how much supposed carbon you're using for each different spending category. Going out for dinner, 2 kilograms of carbon. Ooh, have you been travelling a lot lately? Have you been going out for a lot of nice scenic hikes in some faraway mountains and forests? Off reconnecting with nature? Ooh. Yes, we can see you topping up your fuel quite often there at the service station in your bank statement. It's a wee bit too much carbon there you're using, sir. We're just going to have to make some voluntary temporary restrictions on your spending there. Or you just use an anonymous pay method? Don't worry, we're getting rid of cash. Yep, we're working on that. During the scam in 2020, we were clearly saying to people, yeah, digital ID will be next. Everything will be tokenized. It'll have a certain amount of carbon credits, and you only get a limited amount of carbon credits to use. And if you use them all up, you'll be cut off. Of course, it's not the only reason you'll be cut off. You might commit wrongthink. Looks like you've had a little bit too much to think there. We're just going to have to put a little temporary hold on your funds. And just in case you need any more proof that the programming behind AI is actually biased and is not simply aggregating data, try talking to it about Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, the Earth Summit in Rio, 1992. You'll see, it's online conspiracy theories. What a load of bollocks. And of course the majority of normies are going to comply with digital ID. They can't bear to be uncomfortable for a moment. Remember when they all rushed out to get their quadruple jabs? I can't stop going to bars and restaurants. No, you can't take my creature comforts away from me. No, inject me now. Because they'll need the digital ID to access the internet on their stupid smartphones. So many restaurants now expect you to use a fucking cell phone in order to order food. Speaking of QR codes, what's with all the vehicles now with the QR codes linking to their business that they're advertising on the back of their cars? Seriously, what am I meant to do while driving? Just remember touching your mobile phone. You can have a Tesla and have this giant computer screen in the middle of your car and you can play with that, but not with the phone. Of course, focusing on your phone while driving makes you an arrogant asshole. The road is full of them. They're all getting worse. How hard is it to use a damn blinker? It's absolutely arrogant and selfish. Just today alone, refusing to indicate. I'm just going to swing out. I'm going to go over here. So I'm too busy puffing on damn cigarettes with one hand. Last time I mentioned the lack of indicating while driving in a video, I was trying to be nice. Not indicating while driving is the epitome of arrogance. But the way they were behaving today, and most other days, just swinging a weapon around. That's what it is, a huge metal box on wheels, just swinging it around, not letting anyone know where they're going, cutting people off, just so they can reach a red light and be stopped directly in front of you. Oh, wow. Excuse my French Canadian, but well done, fuckwit. How dare you potentially destroy whole families? Because that's what happens if when you lose a loved one, especially if that loved one is a breadwinner. Do you never take into consideration the kind of consequences that you would have for such reckless actions? If you're one of those people who refuse to indicate while driving, fuck you. I try not to cuss too much, but it's that bad. But anyway, what am I meant to do with the QR codes on the back of the car in front of me? Am I meant to pull my phone out and take a photo, scan it while driving, get the multi-$1,000 fine? Ooh, but this dry cleaning or whatever looks good. Huh? Someone might say, oh, no, you're meant to... It's just if you're walking past the car when it's parked. Or your passenger can take the photo for you. Sod off. Oh, I just can't see that happening in my lifetime. I think people's true colours come out when they're driving. Pure arrogance and selfishness. I took all 4 of them and you didn't, you're a granny killer. Why aren't you wearing a face diaper? These are the same people who are going to abuse you for not owning a smartphone. Or at least refusing to use it for daily tasks. Because a smartphone should not be required to complete basic transactions in society. They can piss off. But these arrogant, selfish people, they're borderline narcissistic. They'll always have to have the new, latest things. These same arrogant narcissists will comply with digital ID. Just like they took the jabs. Their compliance will eradicate our freedoms. The low-level enablers will drag us down with them. Because they can't just emulate some really nice old-school games on their computer or anything. No. It'll have to be the latest console. Now requiring daily or hourly subscription fees. But speaking of games or any other media, if you want to try and escape from reality for a wee little bit. Well, no, we don't like that particular artwork you're using. We can't allow adults to make their own decisions on what they consume. Now we have payment processes dictating. You might have some who are, they're kind of awake and, but if we just vote the right person in. Nope, it's all theatre. They're all playing their part. Every puppet parasite has their part to play in the theatre. You can clearly see the infrastructure being laid down for a one-world global system. Hence, there is no political solution to spiritual warfare.